Hello guys. So in front of you you have some workflows and AI agent systems. So what's going on here is when you click the test workflow, it downloads the file from the Google Drive, which is then stored in the Pinecone vector store. This is exactly like what we did in the RAG workflows in the previous videos. So the Pine vector store uses the recursive character text splitter and data loader with the use of embeddings of OpenAI to store the text in the form of vectors in its Pinecone vector database, which is then used in the subsequent steps. So a customer support agent uses the same in this way. Whenever the Gmail receives a message, an email from another person, it takes in the record in this step. Then that Gmail is processed through the customer support agent that we have here, this one. Now, what happens is agent is supported or connected with many of the tools. Like we have the Model 2.0 Flash of Gemini, the Pinecone store, and the reply email. Okay, what this does is it independently does all of the steps. It extracts the vectors, the texts from Pinecone, processes it through the Gemini model, and then sends the reply through email. All of this happens in a singular step that we have here. This is an AI agent at work. Now, what happens is in an AI workflow, just four step. A Gmail is received, then the, the Pinecone vector store is connected to the Gmail, which uses embeddings of OpenAI, of course. This node searches through the knowledge that's stored in the namespaces of that particular database, which then goes through a filter. Now, in filter, we have some sort of like, of course, we will be seeing this later in the videos. But what we have in the filter is, suppose we have four vectors, and the four vectors have some relevance rating, and only we wanna only have the vectors that are most relevant to the question asked in the Gmail. So we impose a criteria that ratings above zero point 0.5 will only be allowed to pass through the filter and then to the aggregate. So the most relevant vectors are sent. The email is written based on the Gmail message received and the relevant message sent, and then the customer receives the reply. All this happens in four single steps: retrieval, data fetching, email writing, and replying back. While the same is implemented by an AI agent in just one node. So this is the major difference that you see between an AI workflow and AI agent. Of course, AI agents are more helpful in certain situations, but an AI workflow makes things easier by keeping everything in a linear form, in a linear set of sequences, well defined by us. that do not require any multiple tools or memory or models to be added at just one step. So this is the main difference. Okay, let's see more about this in the next videos. Till then, take care.